In today's video, we're going to talk about the cost of living in Goodyear, Arizona. Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. My name is Rich Brecklin, your favorite Arizona real estate agent with Real Broker. Like I said, we're going to deep dive into what it costs to make Goodyear, Arizona your home. So if that is something you're considering, not just Goodyear, but anywhere in Arizona, please reach out. I would love to help you, like I help so many others who've reached out, watched one of my videos, and we get to work together, and I get to put my skills to the test and make sure you are taken care of. First things first, Goodyear, Arizona, if you are not familiar with it, located in the West Valley, west of Phoenix, surrounded by the Estrella Mountains and a really great community. Obviously named after the Goodyear Tire Company, and it is one of the fastest growing cities in all of Arizona, right around 100,000 people, maybe slightly less. But right now, homes for sale in Goodyear, there are 360 active listings in just single family detached. So I'm not talking about condos or manufactured homes, just single family detached homes, 360 homes. Now the average list price is around $570,000 and the median list is around $514,000. Plan on spending around $500,000 or more if you want to call Goodyear home. Now with that though, what do you get when you move into Goodyear, Arizona? Where is there to live? And great question. And I have some clients closing here in a few weeks in Goodyear, and they chose the amazing community of Estrella Mountain Ranch, or EMR. So when you move to Goodyear and you're paying that $500,000 plus price tag, well, what do you get for it though? Well, at EMR, you get a master plan community. It is spread out. You have a lake, a yacht club, yes, a yacht club. You have trails, you have the mountains nearby. So you get a lot with what it is you are spending. Now right here in Phoenix Metro, our entire market, our average sales price is around $535,000. Now that's not list price, that's sales price. So we're seeing that trend upward. Now back in late spring, that average was around $600,000 on market. Then we fell back because of rates, but then it has started to go up again. Now if you're wondering, is Goodyear a balanced market, a seller's market, a buyer's market? It is a balanced market, about as balanced as you can see. However, real estate is hyper local, so each community, each neighborhood, each house really is going to differ. Some homes we're still seeing multiple offers on. Now, if you're not a home buyer and you just want to rent, again, that varies from home to apartment, but it is going to be difficult to find something under $1,500. Again, depends on the area and what it is you are looking for. We saw rent prices skyrocket just like home prices did. But for some people, renting makes sense. Now, transportation costs when it comes to living in Goodyear. So there isn't a great public transportation if you're thinking, light rail. Now there is light rail in, the Mesa area, but in Goodyear, you really do need a car. Now there is the Valley, bus service, if that is something you absolutely have to have, but I recommend having a car if you live in Goodyear. Now, when it comes to owning your car, well, they do things a little bit differently in Arizona than a lot of other states, and your sticker for your license plate, well, it's based on the value in year of your vehicle. So for my truck, it's older, 2011. I mean, hey, I don't need a brand new truck. I want one. Versus my wife's new 4Runner, her license plates are more expensive than mine. So serves her right for getting a nice new car. She can pay more for her plates. Now, food and groceries. And I don't think this is unique to Goodyear or really anywhere, but we've seen an increase quite a bit here, just anywhere, just inflation. It has made things more expensive. But one thing I've noticed here is the price of poultry and beef has gone up. Now we all know about the eggs and the cost of a dozen eggs compared to what it used to be, but I mean, it makes sense. There's not quite the farms that we had back in the Midwest, so you're going to pay more for your meat. So where's the beef? Well, it's at the grocery store with a higher price tag on it. And for my family of four, we spend around $1,500 a month in groceries. I mean, we eat a lot. It's it's a necessary evil. It's just the cost of living. Now, if you head to the website bestplaces.net right here, you will see the overall cost of living compared to Arizona and the US. Now, take these metrics with a grain of salt, but overall, Goodyear is more expensive than Arizona as a whole and the United States in almost every category, but really the big one is housing. As we all know, real estate skyrocketed, and Arizona led the nation in appreciation, during those 2 years. So Goodyear obviously was impacted, and the prices rose. And on this chart, you can see utilities are ranked 105.9 compared to the rest of Arizona, 102.7, and the rest of the United States at 100. So when it comes to utilities, I know a lot of people, they think about the high heat bills. Well, high heat season with high bills because of running your air conditioning, and that's true. So if you're coming from a colder climate where your higher bills are in the winter time, that is going to be your low bill season for utilities here in Arizona and in Goodyear. Now we have a 2,500 square foot home, 2-story, and our average bill in the summer is $70 to $90. I'm sorry, in the winter is $70 to $90, and in the summer will be around $250. So again, depends on how many kids you have, how many people, do you have a pool, what you keep your home at. We keep our house at around 69, 70 degrees. So again, depends on how you live, but just something to take into consideration. And if you have solar. Now solar will help with keeping your electric costs down, but it is going to be more expensive, allegedly, according to Best Places, to run your utilities here. Let's move on to entertainment, amenities, things to do. Some things are not that expensive, while others may be expensive. So one of my favorite pastimes, America's pastime, baseball. And having spring training here in the Valley, and there's so many different stadiums scattered throughout, well, Goodyear has its own at the Goodyear ballpark. If you have a child, you can get in to see a spring training game for as low as $7. If you're an adult, the cheapest tickets are $12 all the way up to $76, depends on how fancy you want to be for that spring training game. But the good news is you can take your family out for a relatively inexpensive day at the ballpark right in your own backyard. If you choose to call Goodyear home, get to see the Cincinnati Reds and the Cleveland Guardians. See, I almost said it. Baseball team play. So really cool time of year. As I shoot this video, that is what is going on now. So it's great. It brings people in from all over the country to experience the Cactus League in spring training. Another thing that we love to do is go hike. And in Goodyear, you have the Estrella Mountains and the Estrella Mountain Park. So this is part of the Maricopa County Park System. There are over 33 miles of trails for biking, running, walking, hiking, horseback riding. And what we do is we buy a yearly pass, $85 for the year, and you get to go to any Maricopa County park. So you can go to Santan Park in Santan Valley near Queen Creek, or all the way in Goodyear at Estrella. So any Maricopa County park, you get to use it relatively inexpensive. Now, if you don't want to buy a year pass, it's $7 each time. So it's just $7 a car, not $7 a person, but really cool to get out and experience, go hike, and definitely probably one of my best purchases we ever made when we moved here is that yearly pass. All in all, Goodyear is a relatively affordable place to call home for what you get. Now, affordable, again, it is relative, depends on what affordable is. Where we came from in Illinois, it was much less, but our taxes were higher. Than my clients from California, Goodyear looks like a huge bargain. Like I said, you get a lot of great things. And if you have questions on making Goodyear home, please call me. It is me who answers. Text, email. Be sure to follow me on Instagram so you can see my family and I out loving and enjoying Arizona, and so happy that we made the move here and get to help others do the same. This is Rich Brecklin, Real Broker, your fourth favorite Arizona real estate agent, and I'll see you on the next one.